I feel cursed. I can't get my third fish. I can't get my third. Well, I'm not the only one then. God, it's crazy. Well, I have a feeling that's true. Do you think a lot of these guys only got one or two? All right. Well, I'm gonna try to get my third.
Well, it is a good day to be alive. It's tournament day on Lake Stevens, and it's early. Sun's just coming up. It's going to be the warmest day of the year by a long shot. I'm not terribly confident on the bite today. The rapid change of temperatures seemingly shut these fish down. So I hope by today they'll be a little acclimated so we can have a good day on the lake for all the guys. Yeah, so fingers crossed for that. I imagine everyone will do all right though. So I have a little game plan. I've done my homework. My last practice day was 1 week ago yesterday, and I got a 5.5 pounder, or almost 6. And the day before that, I got a nice bag. So I feel like I can make something happen here, but you know, I'm up against the other local hammers, so this might be a humbling experience. So we'll see. I have a feeling it will be, because when it gets tough like this, only the best can keep catching. And I struggle when these fish shut completely down, and we'll see. Maybe I'm not giving myself enough credit, but we'll see. So cheers to you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and hope you liked the video. See y'all in a bit.
All right, I found my first fish on live scope. Ooh, and they are giant. But this point gets fished hard, so these fish aren't going to be easy to catch. Question is moving bait or finesse. Let's see if I can finesse these fish. First one on, and it's a big one. On the board already. Let's go. £4, 9 ounces. 4 pounds. Right off the bat, got a 4.5 pounder. Let's go. Nicely. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Fuck yeah. Five.
do you like that? How do you like that? So, alright, I thought I would just do a little closing conversation on today's tournament. You'd probably just watch the catches, but you're not really sure how it went down or much of the details. So I figured I'd just go over that, put this at the end of the video, so give you a little recap of what happened. So I get out there, first two catches were within 45 minutes on the water, and about what I expected. I actually expected a good bite in the morning, if at all, and then I knew the afternoon was going to be terrible. So I tried to make things happen as quick as I could. I went to my favorite spots first, and it did work out. It did work out. I did get 2 fish right off the bat. I was really aiming to get my third by the time it got warm mid-morning, but I was unable to, and I at least got 2 big ones on the boat within the first hour. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't have moved. I moved to another spot where I had marked a few big ones a week and a half earlier, and there was only one there, and she was not about to bite anything. I could tell pretty quickly, so I just moved on. So I moved out of that spot and went over to another area, and as I'm rolling up, there are not only 1 boat, but 2 boats on that spot. So yeah, I didn't even get to fish that spot. I maybe should have doubled back at some point, but yeah, I had to cruise right past it. Then I went to the spot 4. There were 2 boats there as well. I mean, it's like everybody knows the good spots, I'm assuming, but the areas I was planning on hitting were taken one after another. And I finally got to slide up past another boat towards a point that I like fishing around. So I ran into some schooling fish after tossing at some isolated fish here and there that were not biting. I mean, at this point, the bite was dead. It was dead. I mean, even though I was near fish or on fish, it just wasn't happening. I definitely found some big fish, and I stuck with them. There was a school moving around. I literally was slowly chasing the school, trying not to spook them, trying to put different presentations in front of them, and nothing. And I mean, at this point, I'm like, I just need 1 more fish, and I'm feeling pretty good about my day. And I just could not get it going. I just wanted 1 bite, 1 good bite. I couldn't make it happen. Nothing. Ran into a couple more boats. They were just struggling. And I had known, at that point, I knew I can win if I get 1 more fish, especially if I get 1 more good fish. So I'm literally running out of options, and I only have 1 hour left. And so I doubled back to where I caught my first one, because there was a school of big ones, and I didn't even think they would even bite, even if I found them. So I was tossing up under docks, hoping to kind of get a reaction bite from a fish that's comfortable and undercover. And that was my last attempt to get a fish. So I'm skipping under docks, and then I spot what appears to be a decent fish on my live scope. I mean, I half-heartedly threw a bait out. It was a Senko, and it was 7-8 feet of water. I didn't think for 1 second that fish was gonna bite. I had been throwing at big fish all day, and I couldn't get bites. And sure as shit, my line tightened, and I'm like, no way. I fight that fish, get it in, and I got this thing skin hooked, and I almost lost it. Oh my God, my heart would have been broken. But I managed to wrestle that thing in and catch my third fish, and I looked at this thing and WTF, it was a giant. And sure as hell, PB in the final hour of my first tournament. And that was more than what I needed to probably win the tournament. More than enough to win the tournament. And at that point, it was so hard. Like, such a grind. I just tied up my rods and started driving to the boat launch. I still had more time to fish, and I was done. And I went to the boat launch and was just chilling for the last 30-40 minutes, which is a terrible mistake. I actually don't recommend that, because you never know when someone is half a pound ahead of you and you need to upsize. You just never know. But at this point, I was exhausted, and I mean, I have a giant bag. There's that. I mean, ultra confident that I should have the win, but just exhausted, and these fish just weren't moving, weren't biting. So yeah, sat at the boat launch and waited for everyone to come in, and yeah, fast forward, you guys saw the rest. So how about that? 1 for 1. Okay, so there you have it. Nice little recap for you. Comment if you want to know about my favorite baits, what worked, and I'm happy to answer questions. But yeah, sorry for the late video on the last one, the April Smallies video, but that had my juice in there. I'm not about to release that before a tournament. For all I know, a couple of these guys watch my videos, and I would have given away my spots and my baits and everything. Yeah, so anyway, hope it makes sense to you. I had to wait an extra week to drop that video, and I dropped it literally right after the tournament, so y'all got to see that was my practice days in there too for the tournament. So hope that was informational. And then same thing in that video, if you guys want to know about baits, I'm gonna have guys ask in the comments. That way we get a little more interaction, and I'm happy to talk with y'all anyway. So thanks for tuning in again, guys, and I appreciate y'all subscribing and liking. Liking's a big help, so just pound that like every time, and it should help the algorithms get my video out there a little better. Right now it's just going to a few of y'all, and I would like to try to get a little more viewership going on. So anything you guys can do to help would be much appreciated. All right, thanks guys. Tight lines.